In terms of impact analysis, often we want to use multiple data sources to understand spatial events and their impacts. As we all know, just a month ago, Hurricane Ian struck Florida. To understand impact, we need information on Hurricane Ian's trajectory, population, and geotechnical traits in Florida. Likewise, the nodes for the U.S. Census data and the U.S. Tiger map are for the base maps and population. Multiple rain buffer nodes get buffers at a different distance from the Hurricane Ian track. Overlay is used to assess the population of different buffers. Through trace data collected by Harvard CGA and the Spatial Join node, we can understand how people feel about Hurricane Ian. Here is a workflow. In the first part of the workflow, the GeoFile reader is used to read the hurricane route. The multiple rain buffer is used to get buffer zones affected by the Hurricane Ian. And by dissolving the nodes, we can calculate the total population of the different areas. The result shows that the buffer zone from Tampa to Jacksonville was the most populous place and endured the greatest challenges. The second part of the workflow contains a dataset of over 100,000 geographic trace records with the keyword Hurricane Ian, pre-processed in Harvard FASRC, and assigned a sentimental scores. Here we use the Kepler GeoView nodes to help us to visualize it easily. It wraps the Kepler GL function. We can change the color settings by sentimental score as needed. We can also use filtering to examine time series changes in sentimental scores. We apply spatial joins and divide the trace into two phases, before landing and after landing, with the key date of September 28th. Before the hurricane made landfall, the 50-kilometer buffer zone at the center of Hurricane Ian's predicted path had the lowest sentimental scores, which is understandable, while those in the nearby 100 to 150-kilometer buffer zones were very optimistic. But after the hurricane made landfall, the situation was just the opposite. The sentiment of people in the 100 to 115-kilometer buffer zones became relatively negative. The possible reason is that the residents of those buffer zones did not prepare enough for the extra large impact area of Hurricane Ian. These sentimental scores changes in the two stages can further highlight the difference. People who were in the center of the Hurricane Ian's path were obviously relieved and show more positive changes like those on the north and south side of Florida.